I apologize for my lack of activity over this past week. I had a pretty busy week as far as extracurricular. I guess extracurricular is the right term to use. Things in my personal life. So I'm sorry, but I will make up for it this weekend. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I didn't have the time. A lot of you guys know that not only am I a fan of basketball, but I'm also a fan of cinema, film, television in particular. And we lost a big one late Thursday night. I think it was announced yesterday morning. Danny Aiello. If you're my age, a little bit older, you remember Danny Aiello from various movies through the late 80s into the, I say, mid 1990s was a sweet spot. That's when he was in a lot of different movies. Didn't see him as much later on in his life, but he passed away at the age of 86. From what I can see, said it was complications from a brief illness. And my favorite role of Danny Aiello's is in the image that you see here when he was in Harlem Nights. A friend of mine, that's one of our favorite movies, man. We always reference it. You know, he'd be like, Ray, you and your friends driving around in your fancy clothes and your nice cars, and I live in a fucking hovel. Oh, that corrupt ass fucking cop. But he got his at the end, though, right? Most likely he died in that fucking bank vault. You know, unless he really did sip that air the way that Ray and Quick told him to. But but you know, from what I've read about Danny Aiello, he grew up in a rough neighborhood, had something of a dysfunctional family, but didn't know it. Father was not there for him, you know what I'm saying? But he said his mother never badmouthed his father, you know, so he never developed a negative image of his father. So he didn't harbor that type of anger toward his father. Those were different times in the 1930s anyway, you know, in 1940s. Lied about his age to go to the army, I believe. Later on, he started a family, but struggled, engaged in some criminal behavior, you know what I'm saying, to make ends meet. But eventually he got a job as a bouncer, from what I read. Got a job as a bouncer, and that's when he was introduced to the entertainment business. Got into some situations where he became part of, like, I guess, live sketches, was as an extra. I'm talking about like theater, amateur theater, but that's how he got his experience. And he said that he drew upon his personal experiences growing up in New York, I believe he's from. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong about that. So he witnessed stabbings, murders, all types of stuff. And eventually he became a registered film actor. And his big break was, of course, in the movie Moonstruck in 1987 with Cher. That was a big, big movie back in that year. And I think the role that he may be best known is as Sal, the pizza owner, in Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee. That was 1989. So like I said, the late 80s into the 90s was his sweet spot. That's when he was in a lot of different things. He also was in Madonna's Papa Don't Preach. He played her father in that music video. Excuse me. So Danny Aiello is one of those actors that I always, you know what I'm saying, whenever I watch movies, you know, I always wanted to look at the end credits to see who these guys were, and I always wanted to read about them and study acting. And one of my dreams eventually is to, even though I'm getting a little bit longer than two, I want to one day star in a goddamn movie, or be in a movie at least. I really do. But this isn't about me. This is about Danny Aiello. He's one of the best film actors and one of the best actors, period, that we've seen in the last 30 to 40 years. And his death will be a huge, huge loss and will create a huge void in cinema history and in our everyday lives. He's no longer here. He's no longer here, but his work, his body of work, due to the magic of movies, will be here forever. And for that, we can be happy for that. So rest in peace, Danny Aiello.